Hi again. I just deleted a 30-minute video that I just got done making because I included a lot of information on the Spider-Man story that I talked about in last week's video, and then I realized I've already talked about that story. I didn't know how much I said about the Spider-Man story. I still don't really remember what I said, so I need to go back into my videos and watch that video. But it's 1:15 now, so you're gonna see this in less than 2 hours, and I don't feel like screwing with that anymore. Yeah. So, anyways, welcome back to Stories Wednesday, where I talk about how my stories are going and what I'm working on. So yeah, I'm still working on the Spider-Man story, and as I've already said, it is Spider-Man focused, but it's in the universe that was the Ultimate Alliance universe. So, if you didn't see last week's video, Ultimate Alliance is um, these two video games. They were for the Xbox 360. There was supposed to be a third one, but it was canceled because it was just too crazy. That's basically what was said. Just ignore that, I guess. So Ultimate Alliance, there was a lot of stuff. There was a lot of stuff. Um, it focused on not really any particular um, title character, because there was a lot of title characters in the game. Um, the first game was completely open-ended. If you've not played them, there was this computer in Atlantis. This tells you how hard it was to get everything right. I've played through the first game maybe 4 times. So, 4 times. I've played through the first game. I never found this computer in Atlantis. According to Uatu, the Watcher, who is in the first Ultimate Alliance, this computer plays a big role. It's got information on the legacy virus and how to maybe stop it. And if you don't find it in the game, then you are dooming the mutants of Marvel in the future, because the legacy virus will have an outbreak and no one will know how to stop it. No one will know that much about it because you didn't find that computer. And Atlantis goes through a lot of punishment in this game, so it's assumed to be destroyed. So if you don't find the computer during gameplay, then later on the information on it is not found and not used, and the legacy virus wipes out pretty much every mutant, including Wolverine and Colossus, and it is a mess. Yeah, this game is just brutal like that. I never found the computer. I just couldn't find it. And, so anyways, that universe, the games, I'm picking up with the ending of the second game, and I'm thinking about the trailer for the third game, and I'm making my own stories, like what would happen if we went forward with this universe. How would that go? And so first story is a Spider-Man story, and I'm still trying to do it. I'm also picking back up with two of my original fiction stories, Finisher and The Price. Finisher is about this guy who sees the world and the way it's working, and he's fed up, and he tries to take justice into his own hands. And people don't really like that. Obviously, people are questioning him, like, how do you determine what is justice? How could you possibly think you have a right to do all the things you do, to kill the people you think are in the wrong, and protect the people that you think are worth protecting? And so yeah, it's gonna be like, can the lighting stabilize? There you go. It's gonna be like The Punisher from an entirely different angle. He's not lost anything. He didn't have much to lose in the beginning. He just wants justice for the world, and he doesn't feel like the authorities of any degree are doing a good job. And yeah, there's going to be a lot of things that are going to make that apparent in the stories. There's going to be a version of the Illuminati. There's going to be a ring of crooked cops, organized crime, things like that. And I'm going to have to figure out how to write all of that good, because I've never written things like that. Then we come to The Price. I've already talked about The Price on this channel. I have a playlist where I talk about it, and I gave updates. But now, I'm gonna bring The Price to WhatsApp, so other people can check out my progress. I'm gonna have to find all the different versions of the story, and compare them. See what I've done so far, and what I actually like, because I've not looked at this story in a long time. And I know there's a copy on this laptop, a copy on my other laptop, and maybe a copy on my desktop. I don't know. And it's gonna be fun. But I'm gonna bring it to WhatsApp, and I'm gonna see how that goes. Maybe getting back into it and rewriting and doing all that stuff will make me feel like continuing. But The Price, if you've not seen those videos, you should see those videos. I get pretty livid and angry at this. The Price is basically my opinion, written in the form of original fiction. The main character, Abra, is like a self-insert, because we share a lot of the same views. And so here's the thing. Abra is a furry. And he's trying to get art for 2 or 3 of his characters. You know, it's no big deal. He just wants some drawings done. But he doesn't have any money. He's unemployed. And yeah. So here's what happens. He gets faced with the 3 different types of artists. There's the artist that uses commission money to pay for their life, whether it be bills to keep the water running, bills to keep the lights on, or bills to pay for a hospital visit that they couldn't pay for at the time. There are artists out there that use commission money for those sorts of things, and they're usually in a really bad living situation. And then there's the artist that thinks they're entitled to the world because they can do art good. And they have a really good living situation. They don't need to do anything, pretty much, and they use their commission money on materialistic crap. Then there's the free artist, who is in the same situation, and because of that, coupled with the fact that they're a nice, decent human being, they don't charge. And Abra is going to face all three of those artists, and what unfolds will unfold. And if you want to see those updates on the story and get a bit more of a taste at what this is gonna be, I really recommend you go to my playlist tab and you find the price playlist and watch the updates that I gave when I was writing the story. I get so angry because I was going out there, I was getting material. The characters are all based on people I know, or people I knew. All of the artists are based on people on Tumblr. Abra is based heavily on me, and his circle of friends is based on a circle of friends that I used to have before we all kind of changed. So yeah, you need to go out there and watch the playlist. It gets rough. So yes, I'm going to go back to those two original fiction stories, and I'm going to continue working on the Spider-Man story, and we'll see which one I give up on first because of problems. The problem is loading. There's going to be a problem. Watch and see. Basically, the reason I'm not published already is because I always run into a similar problem. I come to a point where it's like, I know what the next plot point is. I usually plan the entire plot before I start writing the story. And it's like, I know what to do when I get to the next plot point. But I don't know how to get to the next plot point. It's like, I paint myself into a corner, and I think to myself, how do I do this dialogue? What should this person say? How should this person react? Microscopic things. Things that you would ask in passing. So, usually I just give up on the story after trying to fix that problem with that one story for a long time, and trying to get help from everyone around me. Usually no one helps me. Yeah. So I just usually give up on stories with that problem. But that problem happens so much. It is the ultimate reason that I'm not published already. So, yeah. And with that, this video is a lot shorter than 30 minutes, but I basically said all the same things. Which is great, you know. I don't like long videos. I don't like watching them. I don't mind making them, because when I'm making a long video, it feels like I have more liberty. It feels like I can actually say my opinion without any constraints. Because I feel like no time has passed at all, but 15 minutes has passed. So, yeah. It's a great little thing. It feels good to make a long video, but it really sucks to watch one. I have too many responsibilities, and I don't really have the patience. It's like the other day I saw a 30-something minute video made by Markiplier, and I was like, well, I really want to watch that, and I don't really have anything to do, but I just don't want to, because of how long it was, and I don't want to put that burden on other people, so I'm on the fence about making longer videos. I don't know. Don't know how you'll feel about that, don't know how future fans will feel about that. You can't please everyone, but I feel like I need to point my content in a certain direction, so it is okay with a grand majority of people. Like, I'm not overly screwing up. Yeah, I want to be that guy that just does things that are not bad, but stylistic. And some people might not be into it, and some people are. And it's not overtly a bad thing that I'm doing. So, I want to be that. Okay, tomorrow is a free day. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. We will see. And I'll see you then, and we'll figure out something, of course, and peace.